Hey everyone, welcome back to Living on Zepbound. My name's Alonda and we are finishing week 49. It is crazy to believe that I've been on this journey for 49 weeks. Almost 52. Well, it's time to reset. So let's get back into school and my weight loss journey. I am Alonda. I'm a 47-year-old high school teacher, mother of 6, and I am currently on a tirzepatide to lose weight. Realistically, I need to lose over 100 pounds. My doctor really thinks 115, 120. I'm just gonna go for 100. Let's just see if I can get to 100 first, and then we'll go from there. I started off using Zepbound. I did that for about 36 weeks. Then I played around with compound, tirzepatide, and now I just kind of bounce back and forth between compound, tirzepatide, and Zepbound. Just kind of depending on what's going on. So let's get to that first. Of course, today is Friday, and there's a lot of speculation about what's going to happen with compound tirzepatide, and to be honest, I don't know. All I can do is plan for my future. That is really all I can do, is plan for me. Uh-oh, I just realized I still have my name tag on. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna take this off. Okay, so as we're talking right now, like I said, today is Thursday. Tomorrow morning, I do my weigh-in and my injection. And right now, I'm sitting in a school parking lot because my son has a basketball game. And I just happen to be a little early, so they're not letting parents in, because the school actually has to dismiss their regular students. So I'm in the parking lot for the next 15 minutes. But as I stated, I am one of those people who I use the Eli Lilly savings card. I pay $5.50 a month, and that has been a little daunting on my budget. So I have substituted or added tirzepatide compound into my regimen. I originally bought a 3-month supply from Lavender Sky Health, and that worked great. I was able to get 3 months of 10 milligrams tirzepatide for like $725. 3 months, $725, which beats the one box of Zepbound for $550, which is what I am paying. Then I went to Amble Health, another telehealth company. I bought, I've actually purchased 2 vials from them, and I think they're like $3.25, so probably not the best deal per se, but if I had the extra $300, then I went on and I purchased it from Amble, you know, so I went with what the money had. And just recently, I have purchased 2 vials from Mochi Health. And I did that because Mochi Health has a $1.99 special right now. And that works within my budget. So yeah, like I said, I'm a mother of 6. One of my kids is out living his best life. I have a senior in college and 2 high school seniors. So right now, everybody's needing money for something. Prom, college applications, transcripts, flying home, flying back. So I'm going to continue to put myself first while making sure the needs of my kids are met, because they are, again, one of my top priorities. Maybe not the top priority, because I've been able to reset my goals and put myself first. So yes, that's a big one for me, learning how to put myself first. So as we talk about resets, I've been off for the last 2 weeks. As a school teacher, I get time off, so I've been off, and can I tell y'all, it has messed up my routine. As a result, I am 99% sure that come tomorrow morning, the scale is not going to tip in my favor. I am pretty sure it will not. I usually weigh myself on Mondays. It's like a test run to see how I did over the weekend, and then I weigh myself on Friday, and that's my official weigh-in. I weigh on 2 scales. One is a circle, and that is my official weigh-in circle. And then my other one is my square, which is kind of like my personal keep tracks, weight. I stand on that just to kind of see, where am I this week? Because, some things be happening. But I've digressed. Tomorrow, I don't think it's going to play in my favor. I have been doing all the key things. I've been drinking my water, and actually need more water. Oh, a little sticker. And this is my 32 ounce. I've already drank my first one, and I need my second one. I focus on protein. I'm all about my protein. What else do I do? Well, now that I'm back at work, I can eat my protein-rich salads. So this was my salad today. I had a salad just like it yesterday on Wednesday. Tuesday, I had a chicken sandwich. Sorry, I had a chicken sandwich that I made from home. So I did lettuce, tomato, a really thick chicken breast, and I actually didn't have bread on it because I just didn't want bread. The chicken breast itself was huge. It was gigantic. So I put the lettuce, chicken breast, tomato, lettuce again, and then I just cut it up and ate it. So it's kind of like, I don't know, a bunless chicken sandwich. But regardless of the case, I ate that for Tuesday. I was able to get my water in the way I would normally. I was able to put in my snacks, which, man, I tell y'all, being a teacher is bittersweet. It is. We can't wait for a holiday break to come through. We don't want to go back to school typically. But then sometimes we want that routine, and that's where I fell. I needed routine. When I was off for these 2 weeks, it just kind of messed up my weight loss journey. It did. You know, I woke up later. I had a hard time getting all my protein in. I had a hard time getting my water in. Man, my first week, I didn't even drink water. Like, I was, and then I left my water, and then 2 days later, I'm like, oh, where's my water? And I find it. Just randomly find my water. But now that I'm back at work, I'm walking around with my water, and it's helping. But it's also caused me to realize a few things. One, when I was home for those 2 weeks, I really didn't eat. Like, I really didn't. I ate. My family and I, we have family style dinner. So whenever we eat, we all eat together. And I think y'all have noticed that on a couple of my lives. The moment, dinner was ready, okay, y'all, I gotta go. Thank y'all for watching. And I would get off because it was time for dinner. I kind of run a strict household. I don't play. My kids' cell phones are on timers. Their apps are on timers. Because being a high school teacher, I see what can happen when you give kids free range. We need to practice habits at this point, so when they move out, those habits have stuck. Now, of course, there's always free range. They can choose to not do what they've been doing for the past 4 years. They could, but at least they know that the love and intention was there when the behavior was instilled. Okay, so got it. But when I was at home, it was hard for me to remember to eat. Because of the appetite suppression, I didn't eat the way I would normally eat when I was on a schedule, especially being at work. I ate in the morning, I drank my protein shake on the way to work. I had a snack around 9:30, and then I had lunch around 12, and I ate another snack around 3, and then I would have dinner. And my body worked well with that. Like, it really worked well. I was able to eat. I was able to lose weight. But last week, not only was it shark week, crime scene week, but I also did not eat the way I would normally eat. So the scale did not tip in my favor. This week, like I said, I've been able to kind of be like, okay, let's get back into a routine. Let's reset. Let's get it back. You know the mindset, you know the goal. Let's do that. And for the most part, that's what I've been able to do. However, like I said, when I was home, I noticed, one, I didn't eat the way I would normally eat if I was at work. But I also found something very surprising. I would normally be just nibbling, like walking around the house just nibbling chips, cookies, whatever my mind thought about. I would just eat it, like ooh, you know. In a lot of ways I would say food was talking to me, and I'd open the refrigerator, and not the good stuff, not the yogurts, no, whatever was bad in there, the Snickers bar that's been chilling in the refrigerator for 2 days would be like, hey Alonda, hey girl, and I would then eat that. Well, I didn't really do any of that binge walking around eating while I was at home, which I think that's because of the medication. You know, being an appetite suppressant, also having the added benefit of shutting out the food noise, or even just my body not craving the sweets. And I've read a couple articles about people saying that when you're on the GLP-1, a lot of times your body kind of detox itself, like you stop craving certain things, and so your body no longer craves it, so therefore you no longer want it. And I just found it quite interesting. I mean, I could be 100% off base, and y'all can definitely tell me in the comments, but I did find it very interesting that I didn't walk around craving. And I kind of had a touch of this before when co-parent brought the Oreos, the mint Oreos to the house. Mint Oreos to the house. You know, I didn't run around eating them. Everybody thought I was going to eat the whole box, and I didn't. I probably had about 6 of them total. Maybe 8. I say 6. Somebody said they think they saw me with 2. So that would be 8, but I still don't remember that. But I've noticed that the medication is not causing me to want to eat like that, which I'm very grateful for. But in the same sense, I kind of needed to eat last week. So it would have been nice to have some inkling of, hey, let's eat blah, blah, blah. And then my mind could have said, hey, instead of eating that Snickers, let's eat some carrot sticks. Or, ooh, let's eat a string cheese. So I can lose weight. Because like I've said before, if I don't eat, I don't lose weight. I've noticed that. For some people, they cannot eat and the weight will drop. My body does not work like that. It does not. My body says we need to eat in order to lose weight. Basically, my body says we need to feel comfortable enough to lose what we have. That's what I was thinking about. My body says, okay, you want to let go? Let me feel comfortable. Make sure you feed me. Make sure you fuel me. And so that's really kind of what I've noticed. If I fuel my body, I can then lose the weight. So while I don't feel like I've done that great this week, I do believe that next week, once I'm really reset my body and reset my routine, I should have some pretty good weight loss. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I could be 100% off. But it is now about that time for me to go in here and watch my baby play basketball. He hasn't played in a minute, so yeah, I'll probably follow this video up once I get home. All right. Happy Friday, everyone. So as I was saying, I need to do a reset. Because if I'm truthfully honest, I've been in the 190s for the last 7 weeks. In the 190s for the last 7 weeks. For the most part, I lose about 1.3 pounds a week. That's my average. 49 weeks, a bunch of pounds. You'll find out in a moment. It ends up being about a pound and some change. So a little slow in the process, but still a process. Sometimes I have to remind myself, girl, where were you last year today? Where were you last year today? And I was definitely 264.7 pounds. Definitely I was that. So I have to be happy about the process or the progress that I've made, keeping in mind that there is more to be made. So with me being in the same weight class for 7 weeks, and I understand we've had the holidays, but I still thought I was doing good doing my medicine. It's just a reminder that I do need to reset. New year, new me, reset mine. So what do I mean when I say reset? One, I just need to get it in my mind that what was working, and I need to keep going for long-term success. It goes back to the whole trust the process. And then I have to have realistic expectations for myself. Truly have realistic expectations for myself. You know, when I first started this journey, I thought I was about to lose 100 pounds in 6 months. That's what I thought. That's not what happened. That's not what's happening. So I need to remind myself of my realistic expectations. You know, a pound a week is pretty good. I know that there might be some things, some areas of improvement. So I need to look at those. I also need to be mindful of my situation. When I say mindful of my situation, I mean, don't compare myself to others. I'm my own person. I make my own decisions. I decide what goes in this body. And nobody's journey is the same, which is one reason why YouTube is so great, because you can find who fits best for you. You know, who do you relate to? You know, not every creator is the same. So it's a nice little process. How am I on this medicine? Okay, hold on. There's an air bubble. There it goes. All right. So keep realistic expectations. You know, a pound, give or take, is good. Give myself mindful grace. Understanding that some things are going to happen. Kind of like the weeks when I had my cycle. It's like a wasted shot. Literally, it's a wasted shot. Because I'm not going up. I mean, I'm not going down. I'm not going down. It's going to go up. It is what it is, and I just have to deal with it and embrace it. Also, I need to recognize and appreciate the non-scale victories. That will help keep my momentum mentally. Because me and the scale be having fights. All right. So I'm going to go into my thigh today. But yeah, celebrating the non-scale victories. I'm going to show a video as I get myself ready. But this week, I was able to wear a pair of boots I haven't been able to wear in 3 years. 3 years, y'all. And I searched high and low for these damn boots because they fit my calves. I mean, they literally fit my calves. So I was so excited when I found them. I got to wear them for 1 exact year. And then after that, my calves got too big to wear them. So winter boots were no longer for me. Shoot, hold on. There we go. I'm using the wrong hand. It's not working. But yeah, I was so happy. And I had room in the boots, y'all. I had room. Like, as I walked around this week, they were moving around, sloshing back and forth. That's a non-scale victory. So regardless of what the scale is saying, my body is doing what it's needing to do. So again, be grateful with it, graceful with it, give myself appreciation, pride. Because y'all, the medicine's working. I'm doing the best I can. And I'm seeing the results. They may not be the results that I thought I was going to see because those were unrealistic expectations. So reset my mind, resetting, the year, all the fun resets. Now, in addition, there is one last thing that is helpful on this journey. And I've said it a bunch of times. And that's y'all. Y'all have been instrumental in this weight loss journey. And I thank y'all for that. I do. I thank y'all for that. For the simple fact that I probably would not be as successful as I am if it wasn't for your help and your support. So with that being said, watch the end.
Wait, they don't want me like I love you. Wait, they don't want me like I love you. They don't want me like I love you. Wait, they don't